Auburn, Alabama. Matt McCall's Florida Gators are hitting the road, and they're taking on the number 1 team in college basketball. Matt, tell me what the Gators have to do to walk into Neville Arena and to knock off Bruce Pearl and the Tigers.
2007 Final Four flex chair. 2007 National Championship
right.
Final Four flex. It's going to be tough. We don't know, Walter Clayton, I know he's playing. I know they released a statement that he'll be in the lineup. They're going to need his offense because the jungle's going to be rocking. I think I saw the spreads 8. This is going to be tough for the Gators. They need those guards to be clicking on all cylinders. Elijah Martin's going to have to, have an unbelievable performance along with Clayton to give them a chance in this one. I just, with how Auburn's playing right now, this is going to be a tough task for the Gators, no question, especially if they're not 100% healthy to knock off the best team in the country. Tyler, what do you think?
I think Florida's going to have their best game all year. At Auburn, it's probably the toughest home environment in basketball right now. You can make that argument. Janai Broom's playing unbelievable. Auburn has it rolling. They're going to have to get a lot from not only Walter Clayton Jr., their big that's been playing really well. I can't think of his name, the sophomore who's a download presence. He's going to have a big game. He's going to have to find ways to control the board and keep Broom and Hardwell off the board.
Condon, you're talking about Alex Condon?
Yeah, Alex Condon.
Yeah, look, I think at this point that Auburn's getting ready to rip off and continue this roll, right? It feels like this Auburn team is going to be one of these teams that heads into the NCAA tournament like 2, maybe 3 losses. And I just don't see them losing in their own gym at any point this season. Big picture, Matt, like what do you – not just Florida, but like overall, what is the key to stopping Auburn? Like, how do you beat them? You have a team with the guards that are this good, that can make these kind of shots, that can board the way that they can board, that can guard the way that they can guard. And oh, by the way, they happen to have a dude by the name of Janai Broom.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know that there's a secret to success in terms of trying to slow them down. One, you got to hope that they miss some shots, but we talked about St. John's in terms of them defensively and their identity on the defensive end of the floor. This Auburn team, they just play so hard, especially at home. Like they play so hard. They're so physical. And just when you think you have them beat, the ball's in Broom's hands and he makes a step back 3 from the corner. When your power forward or your 5-man is doing that, it's one of those like tip your hat. Like how are you going to do, how are you going to stop that? There's no defense that can slow that down. So I think it's one of those things you got to hope you make perimeter jump shots. You got to try to win the rebounding battle and you got to try to win the free throw margin. Get to the foul line more than them. Try to put more pressure on the paint than them. The rebounding margin is a huge stat in the game, and you cannot turn it over. You cannot have live ball turnovers. Live ball turnovers on the road in an environment like that for the Gators tomorrow, it'll destroy you. You can get run out of the building. And I think Florida's really, really good. I'm not taking anything away from the Gators. I would say this about any team that's walking into that environment. The number one thing I'm going up and writing on the board is take care of the ball. The second thing, win the rebound margin. If you do those 2 things, you give yourself a chance. If you don't do either one of those, it could be a long night.
Mm-hmm. Tyler, guns up. Texas Tech on the road at Arizona. A battle for first place.
What a hat.
In the Big 12. Yeah, it's a great hat. It's a great hat. Battle for first place in the Big 12. Who you got?
Since it's at Arizona, I'm going to go Arizona. My guy, Caleb Love, I think he's going to have a big game. It might take him a lot of shots to have a big game, but he's willing to do that. So I got to give my Tar Heels some love. I'm going to roll with Arizona on this one.
Yep. All right. Real quick, Matt. Arizona, Texas Tech.
Yeah. I mean, we talked about UCLA being one of the hottest teams in the country. This Arizona team's arguably right there with them. I mean, I'm going to roll with Tyler Hansbrough. You said he's one of the best ever at picking games. I mean, his man John Henson, his former Carolina, not teammate, but front court guy, is pretty good at picking them too. But I'm going to roll with Tyler on this one.